Hey there everyone, welcome to second video of our scope storage series. So in this video we're going to learn how to read external storage in our Android device, right? So by the external storage I means that the data that is lying other than our native app directory or the data that is not being created by our app, we need to read that data, right? So in this video we are going to read the shared media storage. So we will read an image that is not created by our app and we are going to show that image inside our image view in our app, right? So let me just demonstrate what we're going to get by the end of this video. So if I just open up this app, so it asks for the read permission. I'll just allow this. We'll go to the second activity. If you remember that we have created this activity in the last tutorial, right? So this is the activity. So if I just tap on this select image, we go to the pictures section. So from here I can select any image. All these 6 images are not created by our app. This is created by the camera app. So if I just select this picture, you can see that we have got the picture inside our app. If we again select something else, the same can be loaded inside our. So this is what we'll be getting by the end of this video. So if you want to learn the same and implement inside your app, make sure you watch this video till the end. So without much ado, let's get started. So guys, if you're in this channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button and press the bell notification icon for seeing notification of the upcoming videos. And by the end of the video, if you like the video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button as well. So for this tutorial, I have already done some things to save some time. So I have already created the front end thing. So if I just go to my activity, you can see we have 3 elements inside this activity: a text view, a image view, and a button. This is quite a simple front end, so I do not want to waste any time on this because this is not the main motive of this particular tutorial. So if you want to copy the same code, this is the code. You can just pause the video, copy this code, then proceed further. After that, if you haven't watched my last video, so we have implemented the read permissions. So we have already implemented the code to ask the read permissions from the user. So if you know how to do that, you can skip that tutorial, but in case you are not aware about implementation of this thing, then you must watch that tutorial first, because we are not going to discuss that in this tutorial, right? So I assume that you have already granted the read permission to the user, right? So now we'll just go to the backend code of this activity. So first we are going to do the view binding thing. So okay, we are done with the view binding thing, right? And the next thing we are going to create is we are going to create a method that will initialize the things. So I just want to make a separate method for that. I do not want to put everything inside on create method, so we'll just create a separate method. Right, so the very first thing we are going to do is we are going to register our activity for results. So we'll create variable called pic photo, register for activity result. So the very first parameter we are going to pass is activity result contracts dot get content. The second thing we are going to pass here is the callback method. So in the earlier SDKs, there was a method called start activity for result. If you remember that has been deprecated. So there also we used to override a method on activity result, I guess. So this is the same method. This is the same thing we are doing. So this particular callback method will be called whenever user taps on any image from the gallery, then it comes back to our particular app. Then this method will be called, right? So we'll get the URI for that. So we want to set that URI to binding dot. This is the idea of our image view, right? So we want to set image URI and we'll pass this particular URI that we'll get from this callback method, right? After that, we're going to set the on-click listener on the select image button. So whenever user taps on this button, what we want to do is first we want to check if the read permission has been granted or not. So if the permission is granted, what we'll do is we'll launch this big photo, right? So inside this method we want to pass that what type of content we want from this particular activity, right? So we want the images, so we'll pass image slash star means everything, right? So in case the permission is not granted, we want to raise a toast, so else right, the toast will be raised in case the permission is not granted, right? So this is pretty much everything we need to do to implement this thing, right? So we have called the initialization method. Inside that we have register activity for results, and we have inside a callback method we have set the URI that we'll get from this callback method to our image view. After that we have set an on-click listener, and we have checked if the read permission is granted or not. If the permission is granted, we'll just launch this activity result launcher, otherwise we'll raise the toast, right? So if you're following this series, then if I can show you guys here, we used to call this method on the on-click listener of the previous activity, but now we want to go to the second activity, so I have put in this code to go to the second activity. So you can put this code to our button on click listener, right? So let me just quickly install this app to my cell phone and check if it is working fine or not, right? So okay guys, the app has been installed to my cell phone. Here you can see the first thing it asks for the read permission. If I just allow it and then we tap on this button, we'll go to the second activity. Now we'll select the image. So just select this image. The image has been loaded inside our app. So what will be the use case for this feature? So if your app requires to set a profile picture, for example we do in WhatsApp and Facebook, Instagram, so on, so it redirects us to the apps, the pick image app, the gallery app, right? We pick the image, then that is loaded inside that app, so you can use it there. So this is the method for picking up the image. It works with Android 10, 11 as well, right? So I hope that you guys have understood the code, but still if you have any doubt, you can always ask me in the comment section. You can DM me on Instagram. The Instagram username will be there on your screen right now, and if you want the source code for this video, you can join our Discord server. All the source codes are being uploaded to the Discord server, right? And the last thing, if you like the video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. In case you're new to this channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button and press the bell notification icon for receiving notification of the upcoming videos. So that is it for today's video. See you in another video. Bye.